first inning. There we go. I think I've resolved the issue now. Yeah, mostly. We're back. We're good. We're rolling. 2-0 in the top of the first. Generals already with three hits, out of the first four batters. And here's Haley Primrose. It's a called strike, 0-1 to open the at-bat. Zizzo back in the circle to start this one. Texas College, the designated home team. The Generals scored 28 runs in game number 1 yesterday. Primrose threw a no-hitter. Zizzo allowed 13 runs, but only one of them was earned. Fontenot doubled the left. Moody doubled her in with a double to left center. Baker has flied out to center, and then Quackernack doubled down the left field line. Here's the 2-1 to Primrose on a line to left. That'll be caught for out number 2, and it'll bring up Caitlin Dunbar. Dunbar named an NAIA softball, unaffiliated with the NAIA, All-Star. First pitch to Dunbar from Zizzo. It's up high, and the count's 1-0 to the General center fielder. Dunbar hitting .417 on the season. Takes that one for a called strike. Pair of 5-inning games yesterday as the Generals run-ruled Texas College. Dunbar down the right field line, foul. Final regular season doubleheader, and next week it's the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament, co-hosted by Louisiana College and LSUA. 1-2 the count on Dunbar with 2 outs. On a line into center. Quackernack rounding third. She'll be in with a slide. And Dunbar advances to second on the throw to the plate. We'll bring up Jillian Howell, the designated player for the Generals. Howell hitting .373 in the season, 6 home runs and 31 batted in. Oh, 1 to Howell, hit into center field well. Going back at the track, the wall, it's out of here. 2-run home run for Jillian Howell. It's 5-0. Her 7th of the season. And unlike the last one she hit at Champions Park, this one will count. Because Trent didn't need to re-enter her. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Lightfoot. I hope he goes back and listens to that one. 5-0 here in the top of the first. Lightfoot up, Sistrunk on deck. It skips in 1-0. Generals the number 2 seed in the Red River Athletic Conference. (22-2) in RAC play. 41-5 overall on the season. Two-0 count to Lightfoot. She's hitting .299 on the season. Fouls that one back. It's 2-1. Baseball down at the University of Houston Victoria for their final regular season series. Doubleheader today starts at noon. On a line to short. Cuba will snag it for out number 3. The Generals get 5 runs on 5 hits. They leave nobody stranded. It's Gress, Vasquez, and Thomas Bryce due up when we return for the bottom of the first. So it's the bottom of the first. The Generals, a designated road team today. Gress leads off, and it's in for a called strike. Primrose on the season, 21-4 in 32 appearances, 22 starts. She's thrown 20 complete games, 5 shutouts, one of those being the no-hitter yesterday as it's 0-2 to the leadoff hitter. She's had 3 saves over 154 and 2/3 innings, an ERA of 1.77 and a whip of 1.1. She struck out 155 and opposing hitters with an average of just 209 against her. Defensively for LSUA, Quackernack is over at first. Swallows at second. And it's fouled away. Popped up. It's going to be in play, and Baker's got it. Behind home plate, not a whole lot of foul territory here. But just enough for that one. It'll bring up the catcher, Vasquez. Outside, 1-0 from Primrose. On the ground, left side. Fontenot on the run, threw that one away. Vasquez into second. And it'll go as an error on Haley Fontenot. We'll bring up Thomas Bryce. Behind that one as she fouls it down the first baseline. And a good kick save by the first base coach. Get the feet involved down there. foul ball. It's 0-2. Outside. Trying to get her to extend the zone, and she wouldn't. 1-2 count. Primrose toes the rubber. And the 1-2. Fouled away. Third foul ball this at-bat. And it's just outside, ball 2. Quackernack, Swallow, Sistrunk, and Fontenot the infield for LSUA, left to right across the outfield. As that one's in for a ball. It's Lightfoot, Dunbar, and Moody Baker behind the plate. Full count here on Thomas Bryce. 3-2. Back to the circle. Primrose will take the out at first. There are 2 down. First pitch to Champa misses 1-0. Right down the freeway and a snap throw from Baker. It's a 1-1 count. Baker keeping Vasquez close. Here's the 1-1. That gets away. Vasquez coming in. The flip, and she will be in there. Vasquez scores on the wild pitch. It is an unearned run. Now a 2-1 count. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first. Count runs full, 3-2. Laced foul. Onto the field next to us. And that is going to be caught by Fontenot going up the ladder. Texas College scores 1 run on no hits. It'll be Sistrunk, Fontenot, and Moody due up. It'll be Sistrunk to lead things off here in the top of the second, as Richard Partridge makes his way to the first base coach's box. A 5-1 ball game. Zizzo back out for inning number 2. 20 pitches, 15 strikes in the opening frame. Into center. Drifting back is Chapa, and she'll have it for out number 1. So it's back to the top of the order for Haley Fontenot, who doubled the left in the first. Came around to score the Generals' first run of the ball game. First pitch swinging is Fontenot. It's popped up, foul territory, and it'll fall harmlessly. And not a whole lot of foul room here at Champions Park. That one came down probably within a half foot of the netting. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. Another one fouled away to the backside. 1-2 the count on Font. The 1-2 is well outside, 2-2. Here's the deuce from Zizzo. Misses down. Count runs full. 3-2. Moody waits on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. It's ball 4. We'll have to see if Fontenot tries to take second, if it's uncovered. But Thomas Bryce moving over, and Fontenot thought about it. That'll bring up Moody. It's a move from Fontenot there. Really shouldn't work more than once a series. Now the umpire is having a conversation. Long conversation here. Well, here's Moody. 1 out in the top of the second. Moody squares around a bunt. Fontenot going. She'll be in with a stolen base. And a 1-0 count at the plate. Well, if Vasquez's throw had been fielded cleanly, that might have been a caught stealing. She threw out a couple base runners yesterday. Here's the 1-0 to Moody. It's up high. 2 balls, no strikes. Two zero. Down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's going to get away. It's ball 4. Moody is going to be in at second, and now Fontenot's going to score. What a mess of a play. Fontenot advances to third on a pass ball. Moody slides into second safely on a drop by the shortstop, so give an assist to the catcher. It's 6-1. 0-1 the count on Baker. Zizzo misses outside. It's 1-1. On to the right side. And it's going to be dropped in right by Rodriguez. Moody's coming around. The throw still hasn't come in. And it's 7-1. Hard on the ground at third. Throw across, retires Quackernack. Baker advances, and there are 2 outs. Primrose swinging at the first pitch and fouls it off. One's low, 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground, a short. The throw is picked out of the dirt for out number 3, or off the turf, rather, I should say. But the Generals get 2 runs. They do not get a hit in the inning. It's Barclay, Zizzo, and Hart due up. Barclay will lead off here in the bottom of the second with LSUA leading 7-1. Primrose back to the circle. Her no-hitter yesterday was the first since 2023 when Taylor Spencer threw a no-hitter at William Carey. It should be 1-1. And Barclay will swing, so it won't matter. Diving is Lightfoot. It gets around her. Going for 2, now 3 is Barclay. She's going to be held at third with a triple. First hit of the ball game for Texas College, and the first hit in 6 innings against Haley Primrose. In that game for Taylor Spencer back in 2023, the Generals lost 1-0. Against at William Carey. 1-0 loss in a no-hitter. Takes me back to Bob Stanley losing a no-hitter for the Boston Red Sox. But it is also possible, and this is one of the fun things about softball, let's say you throw a perfect 7-inning game, your team doesn't score any runs, you go to the international tiebreaker as Zizzo is down looking. You go to the international tiebreaker, it is possible to lose and throw a perfect game in college softball. First pitch to Hart, misses outside. Just one of the oddities of softball. Swing and a miss. Guess it's no different than hockey and soccer. You can technically be in goal, get credited with a shutout, and then lose in a penalty shootout without being charged for a goal allowed. 1-1's upstairs, it's 2-1. That's when the rest of your team owes you dinner. 2-1, the count to Hart. Primrose rocks and delivers. It's low, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the air to center. Catch is made by Dunbar. The throw is offline. It's a sacrifice fly. That'll bring up Rodriguez. Weak chopper. Sistrunk cuts it off, throws across. For the inning's third out. They get 1 run on 1 hit. It'll be Dunbar, Howell, and Lightfoot due up. Top of the third. Generals leading 7-2. Dunbar will lead off. It's in the dirt, 1-0 to open the at-bat. Here's the 1-0 to Dunbar. Into center, Chapa drifting back. She'll make the grab. For out number 1, it'll bring up Jillian Howell, who had a two-run home run earlier. Back in the first inning. First pitch to Howell. Outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Fouled away. One and one to count on Howell. Misses down, 2-1. In the air, right side, foul territory. It'll fall. And the count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Payoff pitch on the ground, and that ball had eyes through the left side. Howell's aboard. Past the pair of outstretched gloves, and it looks like Trent Partridge will reach onto the bench for a pinch runner. Melissa Swallow will come on and run. Swallow now over at first. In the dirt, there goes Swallow, and she will take second base without a throw. To Lightfoot's fouled away. It's 1-1. That one just misses. 2 balls and a strike. One's up high, 3-1. That was pitch number 50 of the afternoon for Zizzo. 28 of them have been strikes. Just over that 50% mark for her. She's allowed 6 hits. This is on the ground, a short. Throw across is going to pull hard off. And Lightfoot's going to be in, and now Swallow is going to score from second. That'll go down as an error on the throw. It's short, and it's 8-2. There goes Lightfoot, and she is going to be called out for leaving early. Two down now. First pitch to Sistrunk, hit into center, struck well. Chapa going back, looking up, it's off the wall. Sistrunk hesitated and will get the double as that one caromed a little farther than everybody thought. Not that metal wall out there, and caromed off back into the middle of center field. With 2 outs and a runner on second, it's back to Haley Fontenot, the Generals' leadoff hitter. A first-team NAI All-American last year. Fouls off the first pitch she sees. It's 0-1. The count on Fontenot. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2. Sizzo winds and delivers. Inside, 1-2. On a line, foul down the left field line. So we'll reset and do the 1-2 one more time. In a left center, it is going to be down on a one-hop to the wall. Sistrunk is going to score, and Fontenot has a double. We'll bring up Kylie Moody with a 9-2 game. Moody 1 for 1 with an RBI so far. Behind on that one as she fouled it away. Oh, and 1 now from Zizzo to Moody. On the ground a second. Sliding stop. The throw just beats Moody. For out number 3, the Generals get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 stranded. Cuba, Gressa, and Vasquez due up when we return. Bottom of the third, Cuba leading things off here for Texas College, the number 9 hitter. On the ground right side, Swallow fields an underhanded flip to Quack at first for the inning's first out. And it's back to the top of the Texas College lineup. Grass is 0 for 1. A little looping line drive will fall behind Fontenot for the second hit of the game for Texas College. And it'll bring up the catcher, Vasquez. Vasquez 0 for 1. Got to get the shoe tied now. Skips in and Baker picked it out. 1-0 the count on Vasquez. Swing and a miss, 1-1. On the ground, diving Sistrunk. She'll go to second and get one. They're now 2 down in the inning. Thomas Bryce swinging first pitch. Ooh. Catches the foot of Chapo over in the on-deck circle. Second foot hit by a foul ball in 2 days. Trent Partridge wore one from Haley Fontenot yesterday. It's 1-1. In for a called strike. It's 1-2. Evens it up. Here's the 2-2. Count runs full, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Primrose on the ground right side. Quackernack gobbles it up. Takes it herself. For the final out, the Steers leave one stranded. It'll be Baker, Quackernack, and Primrose due up when we return. On the top of the fourth, Baker will lead off. Maddie Baker 0 for 2 thus far in the ledger. On the ground, left side. It is snared by Gress. The throw over retires the Generals catcher for out number 1, and it'll bring up Yulia Quackernack, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI so far. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Generals leading 9-2. They have 9 runs on 8 hits, helped along by 3 errors. Texas College 2 runs on 2 hits, helped along by 1 error. 1-0's fouled off the netting, 1-1. On the ground of third, Gress Fields fires across for out number 2. Back-to-back groundouts over to third. It'll bring up Haley Primrose, 0 for 2 here in game number 1. Looking to help her own cause. And that will extend the inning, a single to the left. The first pitch she sees. The inning extends for Caitlin Dunbar. Dunbar 1 for 2 with an RBI. Fouls off the first pitch. Oh, and 1 on Dunbar. Right side in the air. Shallow right center. Rodriguez with the basket catch coming on. For out number 3, the Generals leave 1 stranded as we head to the bottom of the 4th. On the bottom of the 4th, Chapo leads off for Texas College. First pitch is fouled away, 0-1. That ball will get traded out. Here's the 0-1. On the ground, third and fair. The throw from Sistrunk for out number 1. Bring up Barclay, the left fielder. She's 1 for 1 on the day. Allergies really getting to me today. Here's the first pitch. It's low, 1-0. Apologize. On a line, Fontenot's there. It'll bring up the pitcher, Zizzo. Looking to extend the inning. This is down. 1-0 to start the at-bat. Fouls the 1-0 away. It's now 1-1. Two balls, one strike now to Zizzo. The 2-1 offering. Make it 3-1. Primrose in danger of walking her counterpart, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. To third, snared by Sistrunk. And that'll end the inning. Texas College goes down 1-2-3. We're headed to the top of the fifth. It's Howell, Lightfoot, and Sistrunk due up. Jillian Howell will lead things off here in the top of the fifth. It's a 9-2 game. Howell has a home run and a single. Driven in a pair, both came on the home run. And it's down 2-0. Fisted towards second. And Bryce will make the catch. A little soft line drive there. And we'll bring up Camille Lightfoot. On another soft liner snared at third. A lot of lineouts in this game as Sistrunk comes up now with 2 outs. First pitch from Zizzo. Misses low, 1-0. Popped up left side. It's going to reach the outfield and it's going to fall safely. It'll be a single for Sistrunk. And with 2 outs, it's back to the top of the order for Fontenot. She's 2 for 2 with an RBI. misses 1-0. Missed down. That one's in for a called strike. One and one, the count on Fontenot. To third. And Gress's throw across retires Fontenot. For the inning's third out, the Generals leave one stranded on one hit. It's Hart, Rodriguez, and Cuba due up when we return. So in the bottom of the fifth, Hart will lead off for Texas College. 0 for 0 with an RBI at a sacrifice fly. First pitch from Primrose, stung into center, hit well, it is off the wall. Hart will round first and will hold. Ball got out there a little too quickly to try to take two. It'll bring up Rodriguez. That's the third hit of the game for Texas College. That misses down 1-0. Rodriguez 0 for 1 thus far. And that one's fouled off. A 1-1 count on the right fielder. And fouls that one off of her, so it's 1-2. On the ground, Fontenot steps on the bag, the throw to first, the tag, and going to be called safe at first. Trent Partridge is calling time. Looked like the tag got there. Oh, I can see the explanation. So with one out, Rodriguez will be over at first on the fielder's choice. Rodriguez managed to get that front foot down. A little extra stretch. Swing and a miss here from Cuba. It's 0-1 to beat Quackernac's tag as they have a good chuckle about it over at first. Right back into the circle. And Primrose flips to second. Rodriguez got a really late break. And there's two down, and it's back to the top of the order for Gress. Back-to-back fielders' choices. Primrose misses there. It's 1-0. Runs over for a strike. The throw down. And they got her. And that'll be the third out. So we'll head to the top of the sixth. Moody, Baker, and Quackernack due up. On the top of the sixth, it'll be Kylie Moody to lead things off. She is 1 for 2 with an RBI in this one. And make it 2 for 3. Single in the left center. Another well-hit ball. Nobody out for Maddie Baker with Moody on first. Swinging first pitch. Down to her knees, Cuba, the throw, not in time. It'll be an infield single for Baker, and Moody is going to advance to third. That'll bring up Quackernack with runners on the corners and nobody out. Quack 1 for 3 with an RBI. Baker going, and she will take it without contest. Oh, defensive indifference is no longer in the Presto scorebook. It's 1-0 the count. Quackernack laces this one to left center and down. It'll one hop to the wall. Moody will score. Baker's coming around to score. It's a 2-run double for Quackernack. It's 11-2. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth as Primrose stands in. First pitch swinging off the hands into right center. Chop a long way to go. She makes the grab. And Quackernack will advance to third. And will bring up Caitlin Dunbar. Dunbar 1 for 3 with a ribby. So Quackernack going 2 for 4. That'll actually drop her average by a few points. Dunbar fouls off the first pitch. It'll get just out of play. Quackernack to this game hitting .533. Probably hitting about .525 now. 0-1 to count on Dunbar. Upstairs, thought about it and held off. Looks like a beach ball coming out of the hand. And you just have to remember in that 0.3 of a second you have to decide that you can't actually hit that pitch. It's 2-1. 11 runs on 13 hits for LSUA. 2 runs on 3 hits for Texas College. Here's the 2-1. In the air right side, Rodriguez a few steps in. She'll make the catch for out number 2, and Quackernack will score on the sacrifice fly. So it's 12-2. And now there are 2 outs. That'll bring up Jillian Howell. Baseball just about to get underway down in Victoria, Texas, at historic Riverfront Park, as that is Lace DeGress who fields it cleanly for out number 3 after the throw over. It's the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 6th for Texas College. Bottom of the 6th as the train rolls by. Gress swinging first pitch, tagged into left field. Lightfoot giving chase, dives, not going to get there. Gress will have a leadoff double down the left field line. And that'll bring up Vasquez, who is 0 for 2. Made a couple really good throws defensively. Been a very hard-working series for the Texas College catcher. That one's over for a called strike. I know it's a shot out there to right center, but I would love to see somebody hit a train. That's a long, long home run, but it would be entertaining to say the least. That's a long train, too. Here's the 0-2, fouled away. Train's still going. There's the end of it. 0-2 the count on Vasquez. Primrose winds and delivers. On the ground, foul into the first base coach's box. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Will it get out of play? It's going to be on top of the dugout. Quackernack not going wall climbing today. On the ground, it'll be up the middle, sliding. Swallow the throw, she'll beat it out. An infield single for Vasquez. Swallow had a long way to go to get there. That'll bring up Thomas Price with nobody out and the first 2 hitters of the inning aboard and runners on the corners. A lot of knee slides in this game. Chopper back to the circle, Primrose. Got her caught in a rundown now. And they're going to say they got Gress on the tag. First pitch swinging down the line and foul. Oh, on the count on Chapa with one down. Ugh. Remember yesterday when I said the sun shouldn't come out? Well, nature shouldn't come out. As that swung on and missed, it's 0-2. Oh. Big time allergies today. I apologize for that. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Font. No, it's going to fall. It'll be an infield single. Probably didn't get high enough to be an infield fly. Texas College just dinking and doinking around the field here. Get the bases loaded. Oh, looks like line drives in the box score, though. The count on Barclay. It's going to be 2-0. And a flip is going to hit Vasquez coming in. So that'll go down as a wild pitch for now. It's 2-0 on Barclay. 12-3. Barclay swings and misses. It's 2-1. Another swing and a miss, 2-2. Primrose, a little extra mustard here on these last two pitches. It's fouled out of play. Oh, that guy was trying to take a nap, almost got dinged by it. Look out over there. 2-2 the count on Barclay. Swing and a miss. That is out number 2. And it'll bring up Zizzo. 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far. That one kicks away from Baker. 1-0 the count. Misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. Baker's going to go out and chat with her battery mate. First time she's had to do so this game. Just trying to settle her down here. Primrose looking for her 22nd victory of the year. 3-0. In for a called strike. A get me over fastball is there. That'll be ball 4, so the bases are loaded again. And it'll be up to Hart to continue this ball game. She's 1 for 1 with an RBI, had a sacrifice fly. And hit a hard, long single to center. Here's the 0-0 from Primrose. This is chopped down the third base line and foul. upstairs, 1-1. Misses down, 2-1. Primrose struggling with control here in the 6th. A much nicer day, though, than yesterday out here. A little less humid. 2-2 is a half-hearted cut there from Hart. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The double deuce from Primrose. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Check swing foul. Three-two one more time. Another foul ball. This one off the knob of the bat. On a line into center and down. It'll be 12-4. Make it 12-5. Second hit of the game for Hart. And she now has 3 runs driven in. 2 down. It'll bring up Alexa Rodriguez, who's 0 for 2. It's 1-0 now. Catches the corner, 1-1. We will play the 7th inning now. On the ground at third, Sistrunk takes it the short way and steps on the bag. That'll end the inning. Texas College, 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 stranded. It'll be Lightfoot, Sistrunk, Fontenot, due up. Top of the 7th, Lightfoot leads off. First pitch is down. One-0 hitting to center, and well, Lightfoot knows it's out of here. The bat toss, it's gone. A no doubter for Camille Lightfoot. And it's 13-5. You want to know why home plate is the shape that it is? Back when baseball was first invented, it was just a square. The bases were 16 inches. Home plate was 15 inches, but it was a square. And at some point along the way, they decided to change it to match the apex with the foul lines. 0-1 the count on Sistrunk. After the home run from Lightfoot. That one misses. It's 1-1. Zizzo at 89 pitches now. 56 strikes. Sistrunk 2 for 3. Here's a 2-1. In the air, foul. Will it get out of play? It will, top of the dugout. Well, it counts 2-2. Over in Victoria, Generals trail 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-2 to Sistrunk. Popped up. About a step behind the dirt at second. And the catch is made for out number 1. It's back to the top of the order for Haley Fontenot. Struck well to center by Fontenot at the wall. Chapa, it's off the top of the wall. It's just a double. You don't see that very often. And for it to bounce back into the field of play is equally as impressive as Fontenot hitting the top of the wall with it. First pitch to Moody is right back from whence it came. Off the pitcher, Moody will beat it out. It'll be an infield single, and there are runners on the corners. Was a missile from Moody. Right back at Zizzo. We might see a pitching change. And she'll get a couple pitches here to make sure she can still go. Zizzo will stay in the game, and she'll face Maddie Baker. Runners on the corners and one out. Going is Moody. And she'll take second. Misses down. It's 1-1. Down the right field line and foul. Stung to center. Catch made. Moody and Fontenot tagging. Fontenot will score. It's a sacrifice fly for Baker. And it's 14-5. First pitch to Quackernack misses. It's a 1-0 count. 2 for 4, and she's driven in 3 so far. Two and 0 the count on Quack. Skied on the infield. Catch made by Gress for out number 3. The Generals score 2 runs on 3 hits. 9-1-2 due up in the bottom of the 7th for Texas College. Bottom of the 7th. Cuba leads off, swinging first pitch. It's foul territory, but it's going to be in play and caught by Quackernack. Over near the Steers dugout for out number 1, so it's back to the top of the order for Gress. She's 2 for 3. Might have a third one here and a flare into right. Moody's there. For out number 2, and it'll bring up Vasquez as the Steers' final chance. 2 pitches, 2 outs in this inning. Over for a strike, 0-1. fouled away 0-2. Upstairs, Vasquez wouldn't go after it. One, two, inner right center, shallow. It's going to drop in the triangle. Moody will throw behind Vasquez at first, but she has extended the inning. And it'll bring up Thomas Bryce. That was the second hit of the game for Vasquez. 2 for 4 now. And Gabrielle Thomas Bryce 0 for 3 so far. That is the 8th hit of the game for Texas College. It's 0-1 the count. Misses just off the black, 1-1. Baker a long look over at first. Here's the 1-1. On the ground, a short, Fontenot Fields fires across the diamond to retire Thomas Bryce, and that's the ball game. 14-5, the Generals take it. Haley Primrose with her 22nd win of the season, and the Generals collect their 44th of the year. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back in about 30 minutes with game number 2 here from Champions Park.